What up, Santiago? And I told you I got a special guest in the building. Former junior middleweight champion, Oxnard represented in the building. Fernando Vargas. What up, Playboy?
What's up, my man?
Top of the food chain. And
stand up. You know what it is. Oxnard on the map. You know what it is. 805, stand up.
That's what we doing.
Shout out to all my people on top of the food chain, Califas, and always love. You know, I'm in Los Vargas, Nevada, but I always got Oxnard in my heart.
I love that. Las Vargas, Nevada.
Los Vargas, Nevada.
How come I haven't heard that before?
Well, you've heard it, and now you heard it today.
So I'm talking about.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things I want to go over with you, man. One of the things is the recap of Pacquiao.
Right.
I also want to talk about your legacy.
Right.
You know, your youngsters that are throwing them hands and doing great things.
Right.
Also want to talk about what happened in the news today. Max, with Max and Davidesh.
Yeah,
You've heard it already.
Yes.
And then I also want to talk about the charities you're working with, Battle of the Badges specifically.
Yep.
First, though, let's get right to it. Pacquiao recap. You were there in the audience. What did you see?
I mean, you know, Pacquiao doesn't miss a step. You know what I mean? You know, he takes care of himself. You know, the one big thing is that, you know, he takes care of himself outside of the boxing ring. So he don't, you know, outside of the gym, out of, you know, when he's not fighting. You know, and that's a big compliment to him because, you know, many of us fall to vices where drug addiction, alcoholism. I used to be an alcoholic. So, but the Lord took it away from me. So, you know, you really got to commend and take your hat off to Pacquiao because, you know, he, you know, lives a sober life from everything. You know what I mean? So, you know.
Were you impressed by how he looked in the ring?
I mean, he didn't miss a beat, you know, and
compared to the last,
I don't know what judge gave it to the other guy, to Thurman, but that was wrong. You know what I mean? And
it should have been unanimous.
Unanimous, easy. You know what I mean? So Pacquiao did amazing. I think that, you know, he's still got it. You know what I mean? He could fight a few more fights and retire, you know, on top.
Yeah, he sure can. I was not expecting him to look that good. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I'm glad that he won.
Yeah.
Team Pacquiao all the way.
Right.
But I was thoroughly impressed. Like, wow, this dude does not look 40 years old.
Right. And, you know, 40's a new 20 for him.
But not in boxing. You know what I mean? Not necessarily in boxing.
Is not 40. 40 is not the new 20. So,
I saw
in boxing, you know, 30 is old in boxing.
Yeah.
So when you're 30 years of age, like I remember when I was a kid, and I was like maybe 19, and they go, "Who are you gonna?" And they told me who was gonna fight. This guy that was 32 years old. Oh, that guy's a dinosaur. And here I am, 41 years of age, and I don't feel like no dinosaur. You know what I mean? I'm gonna kill that guy. You know, so you know, it's
You were part of the whole media extravaganza for boxing because we were trying to do this interview last week, and I knew you were going to be caught up. I knew from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday it was going to be tough for me and you to get together, and basically your fight week press coverage for you started damn near Monday. Last week.
I was doing interviews here and there, and and then I had a few appearances also. So definitely this is a boxing capital of the world.
Yeah.
Las Vegas.
And here you
Las
are.
Vegas, Nevada. You know what I mean? So it's a beautiful thing. I love Vegas. Like I said, the 805 is always in my heart.
Of course.
But just like you.
Of course.
But Los Vargas, Nevada is a spot.
I'm gonna start using that for real. People are like, you spelled Vegas wrong. No, I didn't. I spelled Vargas right.
Yeah, Los Vargas, Nevada.
Man.
Not Las Vegas, it's Los Vargas, Nevada.
So any of the other fighters that night under the card on the undercard that you were impressed with or that kind of stood out to you?
I didn't get there quick enough to see.
Okay.
And so I do not remember.
But you did take your little man with you.
I took El General with me. I took Junior with me. I took Amado with me.
Right.
My three sons and my father-in-law, Suedes. Everybody loves him.
Hey.
On the show. So we had a great time, watching the fights. And
this isn't the first time that they've been with you on some kind of boxing press coverage thing, though, right?
They go with me. And,
right.
They enjoy it. I'm like, you work hard and you build your own legacy.
Yes.
And, I have a father, so to me, I do everything with my kids. I try to do everything, for them, and and I try to, you know, tell them that, you know what, they can be greater champions than I ever was.
Yeah.
You know, so if they stay focused. Now, if is a big if.
Right.
Because you're in this city of sin. You know, and then you got all these little, now on social media, you got all these little girls getting at them.
Yeah.
And
it doesn't help that they look like you either, and I mean that in a good way. You know what I mean? Cause
look all jacked up.
No, chip off the dad, chip off the old block. You know what I mean? Like you got some good-looking children. You know what I mean? Your boys are very handsome.
They're very handsome
and very well respected.
Very
you know
well
what I mean?
respected. And but you know.
It has great manners, and it has great manners, if I may say so.
They better be.
Yes.
They better,
Right.
they better have them. You know what I mean? Something, but you know, like my kids, you know, they're my life. You know what I mean?
Right.
And, I do everything for them. So.
Were any
you know,
of them
like,
were any of them inspired? Didn't mean to cut you off. Were any of them inspired that night, or did any of them? You have any conversation with them about what happened that night? Pacquiao, the fights.
They just